Imagine Tom's DNA is a bowl of smarties. Half are red, representing his father, and half are green, representing his mother. At their conception, Tom's children, Joseph and Lucy, receive about half of these Smarties. Well, they don't receive about half, they receive exactly half of these Smarties from him. This is Joseph's mix, and this is Lucy's mix. The law of averages would suggest that about half of what they've received were red and half were green, but they might actually have got slightly more of one colour than the other. And they will have picked up some identical Smarties, but also some different ones. Now imagine Carol's DNA is introduced. Carol's DNA is blue and yellow to represent her mother and father. Half of her DNA to one child and half to the other. It's not quite an accurate picture. You understand this is a little bit difficult to achieve in the kitchen with bowls of Smarties. Some of the Smarties would in fact be the same Smarties and some of them would be different. But you can begin to see that the mix in each bowl is different. As each generation passes, new Smarties will be introduced and a random half of the bowl will be passed on. Lucy meets Jordan and they have a child together. So half of Jordan's DNA is mixed with half of Lucy's DNA. In this next generation. And then this child meets a partner. And half of this child's DNA is passed on to their child that they have with this new partner. And so this exercise is repeated through the generations. Eventually, in generations to come, there'll be none of Tom and Carol's Smarties left. They'll be reduced by 50% approximately in every generation. So I talked before about 128 ever so many great-grandparents, and this bowl now represents my DNA, and this is my ancestors. So this one here, that's John Baldock. That's the John Baldock born in 1710. And then this one, that's Catherine Ann Brady. That's the lady that came from Athlone. And this one, this is William Millward. So if anybody shares this bit of DNA with me, then they must share William Millward with me too. So that's another way to think about it. All of your DNA represents individuals from a time and place that are in your family tree.